How's it going, everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, it's time for more of Maryland's Pokemon Violet Adventure. But that's not all, it's time for the return of East Squad. Yes, Sissy, my starter Pokemon, you're finally back, along with the rest of the original gang. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited for this. So I did go through, I updated some of their moves, I gave Sissy an actual item, I gave them all like decent mints, because I gave them to the other squad, like I might as well. So now a lot of them have like an adamant nature or something like that. You have modest now, so they should be better overall, which I think will be good. I gave them better moves as well in some instances. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. There was one thing, well actually there's a few things, but something I want to do for you. I want to give you Toxic Spikes. I think this could be kind of fun. Let's get rid of Headbutt. I don't really need that. And Toxic Spikes seems like a pretty useful move for you. I do like those entry hazard moves. So yeah, anyway, it is time to return to school. I've been keeping Cassiopeia waiting for such a long time. But that's fine because you know what? The time has finally come. And we're going to settle this with the East Squad. So let's return to the Uva Academy. And this is of course after you've defeated all of the Team Star bases. As you head back to the Academy, well, you're gonna have a confrontation. Who's this? Clive, what are you doing here? I need to fight Cassiopeia. You heard the memo, right? Sup, Maryland? Director Clavell? Clive? Clive, what are you doing here? Yup, that's my name. Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Allow me to reveal my true identity. Haha! What? There's no way. Yeah, you kind of gave that away earlier. You need to act a little bit better there, Director Clavell. I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Uva Academy, Mr. Clavell. No way! I already knew that. What? But my disguise was perfect! Although, now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. That must have been what gave me away. Yep, that was totally it. Regardless, there is still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. What? For real? That's impossible. That's impossible! Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using, you know, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clever. So, Master Maryland, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there is just one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all. Dang. Alright, well, Director Clavell was Cassiopeia all along! Alright, time to fight against Director Clavell. So he leads with an Oranguru. Ooh, this is a good matchup. I am Cassiopeia of Team Star. With this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... I mean, I might as well Night Slash this thing. I don't remember if it sets up Reflect or does anything silly. I guess if it gets... Oh, well, this is perfect. Sissy's getting drowsy? Not a problem at all, because I have U-turn. You can go take a little quick cat nap. Yeah, so Director Clavell, he actually has a pretty strong team. And his team does vary depending on which Pokemon you started with. Whoa, this is a little weird. The heck? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure who's coming out. Let's send out Maromobile, because I could always set up Toxic Spikes. It might even tell me who's coming up. Let's see. Yeah, Gyarados. Oh, shoot! There was something I was gonna do. I was gonna switch you to the electric type. Well, that's fine. You know what? I have a way to turn you into an electric type. Okay, Centweet. Yeah, this Gyarados is kind of mean. Like, it's a strong Gyarados, and I'm pretty sure it has Earthquake. So let's Terrastalize to turn into an electric type, which will change Revelation Dance. Because I really don't want this Gyarados to be in my business. I'd rather use my Terrastalization right now. Hey, you got a light bulb above your head! And yes, we get to demonstrate Revelation Dance being an electric type here. There. Alright, I don't have to worry about that Gyarados anymore. That's great. Abomasnow. Well... You know, might as well stay out, right? I could use something else, but... I'm not flying type anymore. And this thing has like 5 million weaknesses. Okay, well at least I don't have to worry about it hailing anymore. We can air slash and that should be fine, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, nice flinch. Wow, way to go, Centweet. You are not messing around. You're glad to be back. Marimobile wants Gunk Shot. It's very risky. You know me and low accuracy moves. Poltegeist. Let's see. Well, I'm not a psychic type right now either, so... Well, who else would be good here? I mean, I guess I could just send out Sissy and be done with it, right? Yeah, that's probably my best bet. I don't think I need you for an electric type Pokemon anymore. Yeah, let's just do that. Pretty low risk. I lose my Terrastalization though, that's the problem. But it's really just the Gyarados I was worried about. Alright, Poltegeist. Let's go ahead and Night Slash this thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this team was strong. I keep forgetting that. Like, they really know what's up. Amoonguss! Alright, so that thing... What do I want to do against that? Well, I have an interesting idea. I could send out Marimobile and Toxic Spikes. You know what? This is a little weird, but I'm gonna go for it. And there's also another cool reason. Marimobile has Overcoat, which I believe blocks Spore. So this Amoonguss might end up wasting a turn on that. Alright, so why do I want a Toxic Spikes when there's only one Pokemon he has left after this? Well, because it can be pretty strong. I think if I set this up, just being able to poison it without worry is kind of nice. Even though I've been pretty darn good in this fight, right? Have I even taken a hit? I guess I haven't, yeah. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's Toxic Spikes. So we have 2 layers of that down. That should give me all the safety I need. Hex, okay. So we got no snow. I'm gonna Iron Head. Oh my goodness, the flinch. This has been a really lucky fight. Normally my fights don't go very... Are you serious? Okay. Okay, you know, all those times in the past I've been complaining about my luck and missing this and me flinching. Yeah. It's all the other team, right? Skeledirge. So, yeah, I think this calls for some big service, right? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. So yeah, he will use the starter Pokemon that is super effective against yours. Because, you know, Nimona, she took the one that you were super effective against. Heh, To think that I, Cassiopeia, would be backed into a corner like this. Alright, yeah, so now this thing's affected by toxic, so even if it gives me trouble, which we've seen Skeledirge, Torch Song is nothing to mess around with. Like, it will raise its special attack, and it will hit really hard. Very well, it seems I shall have to terrestrialize my Pokemon. Yeah, he'll also terrestrialize it, so it's only going to be its primary type. He looks so cool when he's terrestrializing. But yeah, all three of the starters can be very scary. We've seen just how scary Aqua Step can be on, whatchamacallit. Oh, that's actually the perfect amount. Earth Power. Whoa! Okay. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. After all the flinches and all that, I kind of deserve that. But yeah, Skeledirge with Torch Song can be very scary. I'd say Quaquaval's probably the scariest with Aqua Step. If you get it into the range where it activates Torrent, like we've seen with the Mona in the past, it is very dangerous. All right, time for Eels! Yeah, Eels! Okay, let's go ahead and liquidation this thing. Hopefully that finishes it off. And then, of course, Meowscarada with Flower Trick. It's very fast as well, so they're all dangerous. They'll all get a boost from the terrestrialization, so watch out. How strong you have grown. Alright, well, we've defeated Cassiopeia. I mean Director Clavell. I mean Clive. I mean all of the above? Well now, Master Maryland. It seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I'm not actually Cassiopeia. Oh, he got me! He got me good. Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden. But I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. That is why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win. So, I challenged you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. But it turns out you are as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance at saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shames me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia. Take on the big boss of Team Star and win. Yes, sir! Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands. You there! What do you think you're doing? Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavell. I come here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the Academy himself, facing off against one of our students, no less. What were you thinking? No, if I could just explain, you see, it is a rather sad tale. Oh, spare me, your excuses reek worse than a stunky's behind. A stunky's behind? Ahem. Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Master Maryland. You'll write a letter of apology to the students and faculty at once, and I'll be reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board. Make no mistake. Good gracious, no. Anything but that, I implore you. Oh, busted! Alright, well, thankfully I'm all healed after this. So, yes, it was said that I need to get there after, at nighttime, right? But I did kind of mention you don't actually have to. So, this is a little tricky. I don't really know who I want to use here. Let's go ahead and lead with Sissy. This is fine. This is fine. Let's go ahead and see what happens. So yeah, I couldn't even visit the school earlier. After you've defeated all of the Team Star bosses, like, you know, you'll be blocked from going into the school from, well, Cassiopeia there. Director Clavell, Clive, whoever. So, now what? Well, where do you want to go? You want to go to the schoolyard. And it'll suddenly turn nighttime. See, I told you. Maryland. Oh no. It's you. Thanks for coming. Penny! Huh. This must be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get a hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf, all for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? I'm ready. Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology mistime had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny. So it was you after, no, is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. I'm also recording this, don't worry, Cassiopeia. Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny! Now, bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder! Yeah, you are challenged by Penny of Team Star, Cassiopeia. And she's got an Umbreon. Well, that's pretty cool. I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. Right, yes. So this is absolutely fantastic. An Umbreon. What do I want to do against this thing, though? I think I'm gonna go ahead and play rough. And, okay, I'm not that mad. Dark Pulse. Well, that wasn't that bad. So, yeah, I'll go for it again. She does like to use baby doll eyes to lower your attack. And she'll do that with a lot of her Pokemon, so having physical base attackers is kind of risky. Just keep that in mind. But, oh no! Well, at least Umbreon's not really doing much damage to me. That's fine. Let's go ahead and U-turn, just to finish the job. I guess I could have Flower Tricked and thinking about it. I love this music, by the way. Yeah, the music's so good. Okay, Flareon's coming out next. That's fine. I kind of faked you out. Let's send out... probably Eels here. I think that'd be a good idea. And yes, that's right. Umbreon, Flareon. She's using evolutions. She's the evolution girl, right? Like, isn't there's that trainer from, what was it? Not X and Y, Sword and Shield. The Eevee girl, right? Now, obviously not the same character, but it is funny how she mentioned she was, like, in Galar, right? And ta-da! She uses all these Eevees! So, it just must be really popular over there. But yeah, it's just great to have a team just full of evolutions. Like, to actually have a main character in the game that's all about that. Like, I love that. I think that's great. And it's Penny of all people. Like, Penny's really cool. Another really good character. Okay, so Jolteon's coming out next. What do I want to do against this Jolteon? I guess I could send out Double W. Yeah, you're pretty fast. Jolteon's very fast, so I want someone who can be kind of fast as well. I do have to watch out for Baby Doll Eyes, though. Now, if you're using special attackers, you don't have to worry about that at all. Thankfully, I have a U-turn to get out if it gets a little messy. Alright, let's Population Bomb. Yeah, there's that Baby Doll Eyes. She really likes to use that, so often you can take the first turn to set up. Okay, well, there goes all my luck that I had against Director Clavell, right? Oh, well, it's fine. Ooh, nice crit. Get a few more of those and I'll be fine. 4 times? What is this? I wonder who can take... Sissy could probably take a, like a Thunderbolt or something. Maybe not. I'm not sure if she could outspeed it. That's the problem. Well, I'm just gonna go for Population Bomb. I want to see big numbers, please. Okay, Thunder. I'll take that. That's okay. That's okay. Come on! Big numbers! There we go. Nice. I was gonna say, you do have the loaded dice, right? Vaporeon. Well, this should be a no-brainer. I guess I could have Sissy fight. Yeah, let's do that. Vaporeon's kind of bulky, though, and it probably has an Ice-type move. I don't have the moves, like, pulled up or anything. I know they all have Baby Doll Eyes. But Flower Trick is not affected by that, so hopefully Vaporeon will use Baby Doll Eyes. Nope, it didn't. But it didn't really matter. She just has so many evolutions. I just love it. Leafeon. Alright. This would be a good matchup for Marimobile, but there's another matchup that'll be even better. Let's send out... Centweed here. Not like the best matchup, but Leafeon has a lot of defense. So, sending out a special attacker be a good idea. Okay, I could Feather Dance this thing too. It shouldn't really matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I figured you'd use Baby Doll Eyes. Just in case this thing's packing, like, Bite or something. I don't really remember what it has. I don't think Air Slash will... Oh, okay. Well, cool. I underestimated you. Keep forgetting I changed your nature. And lastly, it's her Sylveon. So Sylveon hits like a truck. So having like a Steel Poison type makes a lot of sense here. That's why I wanted to save Marimobile for this. I can't fault you on your battle skills at all. No wonder the bosses fell at your hands. Oh, it's so cute. I love Sylveon. Okay, which is gonna be a little better? I guess they're both about the same. I think I'll outspeed it, right? Let's go for Iron Head. Time to terrestrialize! Shine bright like the starry sky and become who you really want to be! Yeah, Fairy-type Sylveon! Oh man, and it just got crushed with Iron Head. It has so much special defense and it does hit really hard, so if you don't have like a strong steel or poison type attacker, it can cause you some trouble, so watch out. Thankfully, I had a really good team against Penny. It's all over now. It's finally over, guys. It's done.
We're done here. I think we should call it quits.
Hold up. Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking.
We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of them learning some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed, merely did we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. 'Twas a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokémon. They just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good.
But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free.
I guess you're right. This little stun might have put us up the creek.
I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me.
What are you saying?
I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this, so I'll take responsibility for everything.
Oh, noble and kind big boss, you cannot.
Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again.
Oh yeah? And what about you?
I can't go back.
Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right?
All I can say to you guys is, thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me.
Stop it right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again?
I need to go take care of some things.
Prithee, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us! Aw. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, Maryland. And you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star. And me, too. Hold that thought, Miss... Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them. So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team. Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus, the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star, no, what do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. What? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Ha-ha! Director Clavell? Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? She didn't know. I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers, after all. Much more so when faced with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig. Ahem. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out? Huh? Yo, big boss, long time no see. Momo. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only just found out your real name just now. Melly. Verily is thy long-hidden countenance a sight for my sore eyes, my lady. Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny. How have you been this whole time? Artie. We found you at last. You've no idea how worried we've been. Harry. Okay, gang, on the count of 3. 1, 2, hasta la vista, Cassiopeia! And hello, Penny! Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies. Come again? As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure. What? I still don't... I mean, why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced of the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But I now know this peace was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and, of course, your immense courage in putting things to right. And so, I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband and my threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed. Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish. No, but I beat them. Woohoo! Penny, isn't this great? Now we can all stay together. Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee. But I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Clavell told us all about it. Far as we heard, you only went through with it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right? Not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to, after all. Ain't our style. I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny. Sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But, even so... Hold on, everyone. I've more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star to disband has been revoked. However, there are still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protracted truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of Academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules simply cannot be overlooked. Uh-oh. Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service. Community service? Yes. Specifically, I will be asking you to manage the STCs. And that stands for... the Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I planned for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Master Maryland battling his way through your bases. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns? No. It sounds like fun, so I don't see how this would be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say since the STCs are supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny. 'Tis true. We would most happily have you at our sides, my lady. We can go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We're already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. This would be a sweet deal for us. So, what do you say? You guys. Maryland, what do you think? I think it sounds great. Give it your best! Huh? But, I just... No need to give your response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least, I think our little group should go their separate ways. Ah, not to say you should break up Team Star after all. I simply mean it is time to leave. Yeah, we've been battling like all night. Master Maryland, please stop by my office later if you would. Aha! Go to the director's office! Alright, let's do this. Ah, here you are, Master Maryland. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude. Who is it?
It's Penny.
Ah, Miss Penny, do come in.
Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star.
That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response.
But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think.
Why so? Because of Operation Starfall?
No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did.
And what would that be?
You know, the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall? I got a hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system.
Ah, I see. That is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place.
It wasn't all that hard. I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again.
This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult Miss Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed.
I figured as much.
I do apologize, Master Maryland, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy. Privacy? Where do we go now? Alright, I'll just go to the entrance, it's fine. Let's get out of here. I'm getting a call. Was that Cassiopeia?
Maryland?
Cassiopeia?
No, not anymore. There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in front of the school stairs? You know, where we first met? I'll be waiting.
Alright, let's do that. I brought my lizard! Whoops. Hi.
Hasta la vista. The six of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know?
Super cringe.
Anyway, about the LP thing, I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy.
That's great.
The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavell and that Gita lady kept complimenting me like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but, thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here.
It's a Sylvia! No, I'm just kidding. TM-169 Draco Meteor. I don't know why you have that, but sure, I'll take it.
I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know.
How about that Eevee backpack? I mean,
I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff.
Well, I know someone who needs that.
So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Maryland. be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, Benny. Starfall Street complete! Yeah! There we go. All right. I'm glad I got that done. These can be very difficult fights, or they can be pushovers. It depends. Like, my levels were just right. I just had a pretty darn good team. So, yeah, that's good. I feel good about how that transpired. Really cool event. Really cool kind of thing. I guess I'll talk about this really fast. Just my thoughts on the whole thing. You can leave if you're done. I'm not doing anything else. But, like, honestly, well, okay, first of all, I will be 100% honest. When I first went through, I was like, wait, Clavell is Cassiopeia? How does that work? That doesn't even make sense. So, like, during that fight, I actually thought it was Cassiopeia. But no, it isn't. Come here, sissy. I want to get this item while we're talking. But yeah, that was interesting. Like, I had my suspicions with Penny. You know, she was like always there, but I couldn't quite piece it together. I couldn't piece together why and what her role was. And, like, then that threw me for a loop when it's like, oh, it's Clavell. So, I mean, I guess they did that. Like, I know it's kind of obvious, but I don't know. I like that. I thought it was pretty good. As for Penny herself, pretty good character. You know, the shy kind of nerd type who, you know, has like social difficulties, it seems, but just wants friends. I mean, right back here at the very beginning of the game, she saw what Team Star had become. And I wish they would have played upon this, or played on it a little bit more, because remember, they were bullying her, trying to get her to join Team Star. And I wish they would have kind of highlighted that, how her vision of Team Star to be kind of against bullying, and that was kind of ruined. And, you know, here she was, the leader of Team Star that no one knew about, getting, you know, kind of badgered about that. And it's just interesting, like that whole time. Oh, you're going back to get your new notebook, okay. But yeah, overall, Team Star, kind of interesting. Definitely the hardest of the, you know, all the challenges. Although I won't say like the fight, like the Penny and Clavell fight, they're pretty tough if you don't have a good team. I had no trouble whatsoever, like I fully admit that. And it wasn't just because I was over leveled, like my levels were fine, but they can be pretty tricky. However, I'd say difficulty wise, just the Team Star bases, I'd say they're pretty tricky as far as like the 3 storyline objectives. Easily the easiest, or easily the most difficult of them all. So yeah, it was a good challenge. Although I feel like the least rewarding, because you get like TMs and stuff. Like that's cool, but you can find those all over. But still satisfying nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, they're okay. It's also kind of interesting to have a evil team, quote unquote, that isn't really evil. Like they kind of did that with Team Yell, but I did not like Team Yell. I don't really have a problem with Team Star. I think they're alright. I think it's cool. I think it was just, like, they're not really evil at all. They're just very misunderstood. But, like, they're way, like, they're the least evil of any team. They're really good, like, if you think about it. And, yeah, I don't know. It was neat. It was neat. I still prefer Arvin's storyline overall. I think it was the better of these two that I've done. The Pokemon League one, I mean, you know, that's pretty obvious. Like, yeah. But that's coming up next. Anyway, sorry this episode went on a bit, but obviously, you know, there's a lot going on. A lot of plot, a lot of battles, and a lot of backstory. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode of Maryland's Pokemon Violet Adventure. See you next time, everyone.